How's it going, everybody? It's Nova, and welcome back to another episode from the KerPOWcraft server. It is episode number 16, and today we are starting off in the room that we worked on previously last episode, the extra block room. Check it out. Look at all these blocks. So essentially, this room's purpose was mainly to store all of the blocks that were, I guess, quote-unquote, extra. Mainly, at this point, most of the blocks here are the colorful blocks. We have concrete powder, we have terracotta and glazed terracotta, we have glass and glass panes, and we have wool. And we also have the dyes themselves. Not really sure if I'm going to keep these in here or not. If they weren't in here, we could just replace this area with stained wood, because that's actually a block in one of the mod packs here. We could put stained wood up there. But for now, I think that it's pretty good to just keep that there. So we have it here in case we need to make more. And we actually have an extra row here, and this is where we put the drawer controller. But we can actually put X-tones and factory blocks. We have lava stone here. And over here, I put red sands and red sandstone. So as for the plans for the episode today, thought we could work on the plan where we work on the base every other episode, and then every other episode, we work on something else. So today is most likely going to be the time when we work on something else. And that thing is probably the Nether Hub. Now, I've been wanting to work on the Nether Hub for a bit, and actually Tolbert himself worked on the main part of the Nether Hub, but there are still a few other types of things that can be worked on. And we'll definitely show that off in a couple of the next clips, because definitely it looks really awesome. I think that's all of the light blue. I think we have some other blocks here. Yep, we got the light blue glazed terracotta. So at the moment, we are lacking a little bit in some of the dyes, like the magenta and the cyan, and yeah, sadly the green. We gotta really work on a decent cactus farm. And the brown as well. We need to get some growing up some cocoa beans. But instead of working on that, we're just gonna go and jump right into the next project. I mean, look at this place. I mean, this room in the previous episode was super empty, but now it's actually coming together. But let's get on to the Nether Hub so I can show off what I want to do for today's episode. But before we do that, just like the previous couple of episodes, I have pretty much more than 100 levels, except this time, I've had the most that I've had ever. I've had 134 levels. So we're going to be doing some enchanting, like we always do, and I have a special set of books here that I still need to enchant these guys with. The guys in the war box, the tools, the armor, and the elytras. Actually, the elytras are pretty fine, but, you know. Let's get going on this, and then we will head on over to the Nether Hub. Let's put some looting 3 on these diamond swords, just like I have on my main diamond sword. Let's try. So we need to put this looting 2 and this looting 2 together. Get a looting 3. We can put this sword there, that sword there, and it's too expensive. Oh no. Are you kidding me? That shouldn't be too expensive. What if I had a looting 3 book already here? Thought I had one. Oh, here it is. Still too expensive. What about this one? Okay, that one's not expensive, but hold on a second. This is the exact same sword. That is weird. I don't really understand the point of that. I guess if it's already looting 3 as a book, it can't be too expensive. Wait, no, it shouldn't. This shouldn't. Why is this expensive? Why is this too expensive? Someone help me answer this in the comments section below, because I honestly don't know why this sword, which is the exact same as this sword, cannot put this book on it, but this one can. That's really strange. Maybe there was something else done to this sword before that didn't change the enchantments, but it was like fixed or something at some point. I don't know. But we shall press on. Put this one up. That's 24 levels down the drain. And we'll add some more stuff. We got to get some efficiency 5 stuff. Oh, this one doesn't even have efficiency 4 on it. Let's get all this stuff. We're gonna make this one efficiency 5 and mending. We're gonna make this one efficiency 5. Let me just go get the other efficiency books. Here's mending. We're definitely gonna need that, efficiency 5. We're gonna put thorns on our... We're gonna have a set of armor that's basically all thorned up. It's mainly gonna be about getting damage to the player every time they hit you. So hopefully that works in our favor at some point. So let's see. That's efficiency 5. This is efficiency 4. We're gonna do that. 8. This one has mending on it, but it has efficiency 4. It needs another efficiency 4. Got that. This one has efficiency 5. This one has mending on it, but no efficiency at all. Let's put efficiency 4 on it. And then this one needs efficiency 5. And then, yep, we can put this one with efficiency 5 as well. Alright, so where does this mending, where shall we put this mending book? Oh, let's put it on, well, no, let's put it on this one. We want to have at least one Silk Touch shovel, one Silk Touch axe, and at least one Silk Touch pickaxe, even though pretty much all of my pickaxes are going to be Silk Touch because, I don't know. Oh, wait, actually, no, we should have one that doesn't have Silk Touch. Darn, that should be the pickaxe that's at the top here, is one that doesn't have a Silk Touch, because if we do need cobblestone or something else that... Probably just cobblestone at this point. This will basically just be our cobblestone eater at this point. This one needs... That was 5... Oh, no, that's not thorns. This one, which costs 20 levels? That's a lot. This one needs that, which costs 7 levels. Oh, wait, that's why. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, wait, no, I did. That's right. Alright. So that should be the end of that session. We're now at 8 levels. And we are going to continue with the episode. Alright, so we are here at the Nether Hub, and this is basically Tolbert's pet project. I mean, this gigantic tree was something that he built. I remember we had a little bit of a problem in the beginning because gas kept spawning in here, or blazes kept spawning in here and setting stuff on fire, and because somehow fire tick was not off in the Nether, so we kind of had that problem, kind of had to figure out why there was a separate fire tick command for the Nether and the overworld. But ever since that's been fixed, Tolbert has built this awesome tree, and it really looks nice. But yeah, I really like the end rods. Like that, this almost looks like a giant bonsai Christmas tree. Like, the way that the pattern of the leaves is formed is very bonsai-like, and of course the end rods are sparkling and shimmering. Kind of like Christmas ornaments, but except they're not the typical like sphere Christmas ornaments. So I don't know. Either way, it looks pretty cool. And the rest of it, I guess he's actually been putting in some other stuff like clouds up there. And there was a river like right here. And there's flowers and there's little hills of, grass and stuff like that. And this over here is actually the Nether tunnel to Philantis. He designed it kind of like, well, like a quaint little house. And it looks really awesome. And this is the start of Caesar's tunnel. And there's no... What happened to the signs? There used to be signs here. Maybe they're took them down for a sec. But yeah, this is the tunnel to Caesar's place. And as you can see, it's themed in his kind of, Greek Roman textures. The marble pillars and stuff like that. And it looks really interesting. Although it looks a bit skinnier than what Tolbert's got, but you know what, size isn't everything, right guys? But other than that, yeah, it's pretty cool. And I don't know, yeah, wow, it's really easy to see now that I've zoomed in, but that's a lot of string. That's insane. Like I don't know if I would have had the gall to do that. I feel like that would just take too much time and I would mess up a lot, but yeah, that's a lot. So what we're going to be doing today is we're definitely going to be designing a better entrance for our portal. And we're also going to be taking the Ender, which you can get to from here, and we're going to make it have its own little entrance as well. Mainly because it's kind of annoying to get to. I mean, yeah, it's not that difficult. You just go through here, And there's like a staircase up here. And then there is a really skinny little bridge over a giant lake of lava exposed to the rest of the nether. So we're gonna make this a bit safer. So we also kind of want to try and start making some nether tunnels to other places. I'm not really sure if we'll be making nether tunnels to other bases. It looks like there is already someone else making a entrance to their nether tunnel. It says Nerd's Tunnel. Oh, high marker. I don't really know what that means. I'm guessing that this is to the Whapow's base, because it's kind of in that different direction. But if we go down here, see, this is to the original spawn portal, which is where we were on that nether fortress. This is kind of what happened before the nether hub was built. You would just, this is to spawn, and you would basically walk in over here, and this is how you would get there. And our base is off in that direction, or somewhere. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to map out with the journey map. We're going to be using this to make waypoints to all of the portals, so that when we go back up there, we have a kind of better understanding of where every tunnel should go, kind of how it should be oriented, because I don't want to start building a tunnel and then realize, oh no, I should have I should have turned right at Albuquerque, or, well, yeah, that. So this is the portal to Ember City. Now, I don't really know if we're going to be making a nether tunnel for this, because this is the Whapow's Kingdom. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. But we're going to make a portal anyway, or we're going to make a waypoint anyway. What just happened? I swear, I did not enter the portal. That was weird. And this portal is actually to the monster grinder, which I don't even really know if anyone uses anymore, but we're still going to make a waypoint here. Make them all red colored, so we know that they're all the same. They mean the same thing. And then there's something up here, which is to the red terracotta strip mine. That sounds important. I'm not even really sure if we will make a entrance in the Nether Hub to all of these places, but I mean, there's not really that many people's bases on here. It's not like, there's going to be like tons and tons of portals to people's bases. So we could definitely put some other portals, some other entrances to portals in the Nether Hub. So that's Mount Red, the red terracotta strip mine. This, I've already checked this place. This is just another portal to a dungeon, like a little underground, like, spiral staircase dungeon. So I don't really know. To underground mob dungeon. It has a bunch of mob spawners in there. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we'll put that on there, but it would be cool to make an entrance for it. I could put a bunch of mob heads around it. That'd be sweet. Mount Red, red terracotta strip mine. To the terracotta strip mine. Okay, well, it's night, so it's scary, but yeah, definitely. Where is the strip mine? Where is this so-called strip mine? Alright, so gotta put that on the waypoints. And I'm just realizing, if some of the people's bases don't have nether portals, maybe we just go to their base and make a nether portal. We could just do them at favor already. I'm gonna try and consolidate as much of the entrances to the Nether Hub as I can. But first, we're going to have to start on our own, obviously. And I have just the block palette to use. And oh my gosh. Jeez. Trying to make a decent transition here. And you are not helping, Mr. Gast. Really? How can I not hit you? There we go. So I have noticed a couple of things as I have come back to my base from the Nether. I took 3 potions of healing. Fair trade? Let me know. Caesar. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty fair trade. I'm not gonna lie. If you only took 3 potions of healing from one of these chests, I don't even know where he took it from. Oh, right here. I mean, to be honest, these chests right here, I still haven't taken them out, mainly because it's just a lot of items. These are all the potions that I got from these potion bags. These potion bags I took from the Ender. I forget why I have so many of these. I think I was trying to figure out if I could get the bottles of experience from these potion bags, and I guess it took me like 6 double chests before I realized, no, you cannot. So, actually, this is a pretty unfair trade, but kind of in your favor. Or actually, in my favor, because I got all these potions for free, technically. And you gave me a golden apple, a bunch of rubies, and a bunch of sapphires. So, you know, if you want to take this back, I'm okay with that. If not, then I will take it. But I will let you know. The next thing was that someone is making fun of me. They put a sign right next to my reading glasses that says nerd glasses. I don't know if this was Caesar or if it was somebody else. But I'll figure out who did this. And when I do, they're gonna pay. So one of the things that we're gonna be working on is changing up our little entrance to the Nether Hub. And we're also gonna be making an entrance to the Ender that's not, you know, you don't have to go through my, you know, tunnel to get to it. We're just gonna make an entrance to it, you know, somewhat like right over here. And it'll just converge with the path and it'll go off to where it needs to go. But for now, we're just going to making the entrance, because I kind of want to make this look pretty before I actually get stuff going. And as long as we have the entrance in the right place, you know, it shouldn't be too bad. I feel like we should make the tunnel first, but, I mean, it's not really too difficult. There's already a bridge to it, although over there is kind of where it gets a little iffy, because you got to follow these, like, cobblestones. So we'll probably just, you know, as long as it's congruent with this right here, so it'll go from like the Nether Hub to like that, and then down this way, I think it should be fine, because there's really not too many other paths it can take. So I think that's fine. And these are the materials that we brought. I actually made a design for the Ender portal already. That's why they're like these top blocks right here. There's some like purpur, some void stone, which is a really cool block. It's made with obsidian and Eye of Ender. Oh, and you can actually use purpur with ender pearls, but I didn't want to use that because I have a bunch of obsidian. I don't have that much purpur. And you can make it into a lot of different things, so I think it's pretty cool. But yeah. And then I have some of this stuff right here as in like blocks that are used in my base and my style. And so these blocks will be used for my own little entrance. Alright, so this is the design that I set up to be the entrance to the Ender. And yeah, it's kind of a scary little monster thingamajig, I guess, guy made out of void stone, kind of like he's like a space monster or something like that. And he's got some banners representing some teeth over here. And yeah, this is kind of the whole idea. And it's funny that the nether is like inside of the mouth, because now it looks like this is like the inside of a monster. You know, like this is the throat, and then you go through, and then it's just like lines around all the way up to the Ender. Still, obviously, got to work on the tunnel that leads to the Ender, but that shouldn't be too difficult, as it's pretty much just going to be mostly made out of netherrack, and then we'll change it up later. But now, we're going to get work on this one. Alright, and that looks like we are finished with the entrance to the nether tunnel that goes to the Rubaltis Kingdom. So I tried to stick with, you know, kind of the similar blocks, you know, how we have for the walls and stuff like that. And I also tried to make a little bit of a floor that's similar to our floor. Hopefully that's okay with the design. I didn't really know if, because just like how they didn't really have too much over here concerning the ground, I wanted to incorporate more of the theme of my kingdom into it as well, so into the ground as well. And then over here, I actually gave a little bit more to the Ender entrance, because, well, I mean, it was sort of lacking. You know, and since I made this one over here, I was like, let's just make one over here for the Ender. And it's not too complex, it's just kind of like a little radiation of the void stone. And I was thinking that maybe we could change it up a bit, because I don't necessarily know I would want it to be exactly the same as the entrance wall. Maybe it could be like this one. It's a little bit darker, but it does kind of look like soul sand a bit. Or like purple soul sand. So actually, I think that looks good. I mean, we might fix this up a bit. I'm not even really sure about using the red stained glass. I know that you guys probably figured that out from when I built the watchtower in Spawn. We used some of the red stained glass, and I kind of wanted to make it over here to make it look like there was some like magic radiating from it. And of course, right above it is that. Now, this giant like sun thingamabob is, well, it's kind of supposed to be a symbol for something that's going to be at my base in the future. This is kind of a sneak peek as to what my plans are for the base. Now, I'm going to leave, I'm going to leave the imagination there. I'm going to stop talking about that, but that's basically a hint as to what I'm going to be building in my main castle. So, you guys will probably see that in the next coming episodes when I start really getting into advanced base building for my main castle. This looks pretty cool, and actually, I mean, this is just this is a really cool snapshot. There we go, got that good thumbnail. We didn't get a lot of chance to work on the tunnels themselves, and I do have a plan for even my tunnel, and we didn't get a lot of chance to work on all of the other entrances because, well, still have a few of them. We have the monster grinder over here, and we have the this underground mob dungeon. We have the red terracotta strip mine. We also have portals to Geo's base and Stithis' base, and I'm probably going to make their entrances look a little bit kind of themed in their builds themselves because, that's quite nice. And then we will get this whole place set up, and that will be that. So, with all that being said, this is the end of the episode. If you like what you watch, click that like button, and if you want to see more, definitely subscribe. See you guys in the next episode.